Hi everyone, this is Matt.
Mike.
Today he's gonna take a shot at Kyoto 大学 entrance exam, English exam. Okay, so let's look at it.
Yep.
So today we're gonna look at Kyoto University exam on 2003. We're gonna translate Japanese into English.
Yep.
So first, let's look at the prep school answer. Japanese is ヨーロッパでは夏ともなると人々は廃墟して南の方に旅行に出かける。So we're going to translate this Japanese into English. And the prep school answer is, and we have two answers. Every year, Europeans head off en masse to the southern regions when summer comes. Do you say en masse a lot?
En masse? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
En masse is with a crowd or like a lot of people.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How does it seem? How does the answer seem?
Well, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what the second one? In Europe, when summer comes, people travel to the south in crowds. This one's a little shorter.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Again,
this
it's
one?
it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just fine, but no, excellent.
Well, it's just, I think, again, it's focused too much on translating the words
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to translating the meaning.
So like, they're just too much stick to the Japanese words
Yes.
and like missing the image.
Yes.
Okay, so let's look at Mike's answer. Here's Mike's answer. We have several answers. First one, Europeans flock to the south for summer vacation. That's very short, like
Yes.
compact, simple.
Yeah.
Flock to, can you explain flock to?
Flock to, a flock, when you talk about flocks, you're talking about a group of birds.
Mm-hmm.
We call that a flock. So we use this as a metaphor of people together in a group traveling here or there. So traveling to the south for summer vacation.
Yeah, so you're like translating that image of like a lot of people going to the south like into like a metaphor. So like
Yes.
the image really comes like at the first directly.
Yeah. Metaphor, using metaphors, we do it all the time in English.
Mm-hmm.
And I think maybe that's kind of what's missing a little bit. Is there's no sense of metaphor, there's no imagery involved that you would get when using metaphors.
It's kind of difficult
It is.
for like Japanese students to translate in metaphor, but I think in a way it's kind of interesting. You can see how Americans or like native English speaker is like imaging in a sentence. Right? In other answers, South Europe is overwhelmed with tourists during the summer.
Yes.
You're using overwhelmed. You use this word a lot?
Overwhelmed, yes.
Yeah, I hear overwhelmed a lot. Like
Yeah.
overwhelming, like a good way and both bad ways.
Yeah. It can go both ways.
So we explain overwhelmed is like a lot in amount, or like it's extremely or very much.
Too much.
Too much. Overwhelmed. Like
Too much.
You can't take a hold of it. The South Europe is overwhelmed. Or maybe we can say like crowded. Very crowded.
Yeah. Another term you could say is overrun.
Overrun. What's the image of overrun?
The overrun would be too many people. Again, it's just too many people.
So like running is like it's in circulation, but
Yeah, if you think of like people running to the city, and there's too many people running at the city.
Overrun.
Yeah. Because overrun, typically when you use overrun is if you think of fighting, and you have two enemy lines. To overrun would be for one enemy to come and knock over,
to
defeat and go past them.
Going past one, like
So that would be to overrun.
a lot of energy
Yes.
going through, right?
Breaking the enemy lines.
The other answer. Every summer, the people of Europe converge in the southern regions for vacation.
Yes.
Another way to express this image is converge. How do you explain converge?
Converge is every coming together.
So the last one here.
Mhm.
As if migratory birds, the European summer is marked by a swarm of tourists headed to the south for the holiday.
Yes.
This is another interesting expression, swarm of tourists.
Yes.
Swarm?
Swarm is, we tend to talk about that for insects, flying insects. So mosquitoes are bees. So it's something where, like a flock, you have a lot of them together, and they usually make a lot of noise. So bees make a lot of noise.
Oh, so the swarm is, you have like a noisy image?
Yes.
A lot of tourists going into like Florida beach and like they're making a lot of noise.
Yes.
Okay, that's like kind of another like metaphor you're using, and it's like taking that image into like using the image of an insect like bee to human.
Yes.
That's very interesting as well. As if migratory birds, you think. When we use as if, we try to use like as if something were something.
Yes. Yeah.
So like as if they were a migratory birds.
Yeah.
Like it's like, is it okay to just use as if migratory birds? Like it's very short, but
It is okay, but this answer, compared to the other answer, this is more of I would say, a written answer. I would say, like, in Japan, you have different levels of politeness when you speak. In the U.S. especially, we don't have that. What we
don't have like keigo or kenjogo.
No, nothing like that. What we do have is different levels of education. And
different type of education.
Yeah. So
what do you mean by that?
The words that you use. So for example, you can say like I bought something. A lot of people would say that, but you also would have purchase. So
it's the same meaning, right?
It's the same meaning, but people who use purchase have typically a higher education.
Oh, I see.
Than people who would say buy.
It sounds more sophisticated.
Yes.
Like,
yeah. So that's what you have, different levels of education, and that kind of influences the way you speak and the way you write.
So you use purchase in like everyday, like talking language, but not so often you use the buy, bought.
Most people say buy. Because they graduated high school or maybe they attended university, but there are a lot of people who would never say buy. They would only say purchase.
Okay, so like I see, like in talking English and also in written English we use like almost the same words, but we can like use a different levels of education in order to express in written language and also talking language.
ミスターステップアップでは夏の短期集中合宿生を募集中です。英語と数学の苦手を克服する勉強会、得意な分野をもっと超得にする勉強会など内容目白押しです。詳細はこの概要欄に書いているので今すぐチェック。皆さんとミスターステップアップでお会いできることを楽しみにしています。じゃあねー。